What's up, everyone? It is Wednesday, August 24th. It looks like Joe's still a little bit behind hopping on. We got Austin running it back behind the scenes. Joe, there you are. You might need to turn on a light. We got some fun things going on today. For those who were just with us on the Bizarre Stars Twitter Spaces, we had an awesome time chatting it up over there, talking sports, talking memorabilia, talking NFTs. So we're going to be first, when we have our Discord live auction tonight, we have a Burrow Chase Mixon framed piece that has facsimile autographs, but it has a piece of a game-used football from last season. It's a really cool piece. Next, we're going to be joining the Bizarre Stars crew, who we just joined a little bit earlier, to tell us a little bit about their program, what they do. And then we are going to get into, we didn't make it in time for the graphic, but we're going to be breaking down the Buffalo Bills home opener ticket giveaway. And then obviously tomorrow's the big day, Joe Musgrove member NFT drop on DraftKings. So we'll break it down. We got some videos from you for you guys. And then as always, drop questions in Discord, drop questions on the YouTube page or on Twitch, and we'll make sure to get them answered. So we got a lot of things going on tonight, so happy to break all of them down. But nevertheless, awesome. Let's kick off this live auction. Super cool piece. Super cool piece. And it's a nice chunk for that game-used football. Super cool piece. So why don't, once Austin gets that ready, so for those who are just joining us for the first time, maybe, we have our live auction in our Discord. Austin will bump the link. You can bid on items in there, and then we'll reach out to you after to coordinate getting you that item. You can receive this item as a tradable physical. So that means you would be able to relist the item on the Metabilia secondary marketplace, or you could claim the physical item and we ship it to you. So flexibility either way. But a cool piece.
Can you elaborate a little bit about that swatch or that piece of game use thing?
So there was a mixture of balls that they pulled like the overall set from, but it was from a ball from last year, for what I was told. And if you see like a game used item on like a trading card, it's just like a little piece, but that's like a nice. I can't do the size of my hands, but a nice chunk that looks really cool. Obviously from one of the most iconic seasons in Bengals history.
That's a cool item. It's hard to get those guys in one room.
So why don't we welcome on the Bizarre Stars crew. How you guys doing? Long time no talk.
Hey. What's up, guys? Happy to be here. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, no, we had for those who were able to join us earlier, we had a nice little conversation earlier, but we wanted to introduce the Bizarre Stars team. They are a basketball parody avatar NFT program that features monsters, droids, zombies, and much more. Check out their art. It's super cool, and they do it all in-house. They focus on high-quality art, collecting, and holder utility. I know they've done a lot within the basketball space with all-stars like Kobe, RIP, and Mamba Day, perfect, right? LeBron James, AI, and plenty others to transform into their bizarre style. So appreciate you guys joining. Would love to hear a little bit more and share with our listeners more about the program.
Definitely. Stagwolf, you want to talk a little bit about
us? Yeah. So Greek Freak and I met a few years back. We always shared a love for art and shared our own with each other, shared other artists, and kind of he introduced me to the NFT space. As things started booming, we kind of decided that we could do something ourselves, and Greek was huge in a Top Shot. I'm sure he can tell you more about that. So we kind of started by onboarding and integrating a bunch of Top Shot people and other people in the Cardano community into our project, Bizarre Stars. And yeah, we've continued to build. We're working on our second series right now. We have kind of a series of it's structured sort of as like a set of static promos and then a bigger, larger collection for the main series, and then a series of rewards that comes afterwards based on how you collect specific pieces from those sets. We've branched out a little bit as well. We did a derivative set on one of the biggest projects on Cardano. On the left there, you can see the green space guy. That's one of the co-creators from a project called Space Buds. So we did our own Bizarre Buds sort of derivative set in honor of their success and our love for it. Anything else you want to add in there, Greek?
That's pretty good. Like, it's a good start right there. Definitely, if you saw my Twitter PFP, that was a Space Bud, and that's why we're on Cardano. A friend of mine, Zeke, was a co-creator of Space Buds, and they were the first 10,000 PFP project on Cardano, and it kind of created the whole boom where a lot of projects started coming on. And I was on the Ethereum side, and Zeke was a co-creator, or he started the project Ethman, the first comic books and action figures actually on Ethereum and NFT wise. So that was pretty cool to see that happen. And we really wanted to bring in the best artists that we knew personally. And you see Zakalwe did the AI, and this is the Bizarre Bud version here. You can see how good he is. And that's AI 76RZ, we called him, because you see that he made a AI into a droid. And one of our newest artists, who's one of our most talented, you see Isaiah over here on the right, just super good. Took Isaiah Thomas to the next level. So yeah, we're just trying to take real life players and stars and just make them into incredible parody pieces that just blow people away. But we're also not limited to just basketball. As you can see, we're open to just making cool art and keeping it as high quality as possible.
I love that AI, and we obviously have some Pistons fans in here from our Pistons NFT days.
Oh, nice. The bad boys,
quick, yeah. Real quick, T-Man, of course, coming out the gates hot on that Burrow Chase mix and print at 106. But yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. But is there anything you want to share before we get into some questions?
I was going to ask you on that note. So when you bid, you just have to type in the numbers, what you want, or is that how it works?
So there's a little icons right underneath the auction if you go to live auctions in the server.
Yeah, I have it open on my phone, so that's what I was looking.
Each of those numbers represents the bid increment. So if you place a bid, all bids are binding, or else we'll come and get you. But yeah.
Awesome. I want to introduce up in the middle there, too, Smashing Patty. He's been an incredible part of our team. He's actually who linked Metabilia to Bizarre Stars. Both of us were partnered with the Jolly Jokers and Own the Moment partnership program. So he found you guys, found us, connected us together. So Patty, you've been doing a great job.
Love you, Patty.
Thanks,
Patty. He's our hype man, but more importantly, he's our media and marketing manager. Like he does a lot for us. So all the stuff that goes on behind the scenes,
That's why me and Austin get along so well.
right.
And I know Patty, he's a big sports lover too, like myself, and like what you guys do. So it's always nice to see stuff and to bring the real life utility to work here, right?
Exactly.
So for something like that, Isaiah, you do it all in house. Like, how long does that take from soup to nuts?
That was he spent a lot of time. That was his first piece, so that took a while, right? Stag, that was what, 2 weeks probably?
Yeah. So Devin is an real life friend of mine that we've shared art and bonded over, just been friends for a long time, and this was I've been wanting to work with him for a long time and found a way to introduce him to this, and man, he's just been knocking it out of the park. Time wise, it's hard to put a label on that. I mean, from background to player to an incredibly intricate border design. I mean, his turnaround time's pretty quick. I feel like once he gets his design process down, a week or two, really. But that's a lot of dedicated time any way you look at it.
Yeah, he spent a lot of time on that piece because he wanted to really make a strong impression. but he's really talented, and he does a lot of like local artwork for a brewery out here in California too. So he's well known. He gets his art on cans and shirts and stuff like that too. So
Sides of
he's out
trucks, murals.
there. Right, everything, yeah.
So curious, what are like the mint counts on any of those pieces?
On the promos, like the Isaiah right there, we limited
Yeah.
all our promos only to 550. And the benefit of these promos for Series 2, if you get the full set of 8, you'll actually get whitelisted and get 50% off our public mint price for Series 2 main series. So that was a nice thing that we like to reward our collectors. Series 1, so Series 2 will be probably a max count of the main series will probably be about 5,000. Our Series 1 was extremely limited. That AI there, for only 2,000. We had rewards too. So if you collected certain Bizarre Stars, we had 575. One of them was the Freak, like the same one that you saw the gold that we're giving away. Yep. And also Fan Tatum based on Jason Tatum. And when you look at the Bizarre Bud set here, we did 4,444 total, and we're still working on rewards too. So similar to Top Shot, coming from that background, but we like to make it our own. We like to reward our collectors with high-end art and bring utility. We just had a huge Bizarre series of poker too, or if you held any of our main NFTs, you were able to enter our poker tournament, and we just gave away 13,000 ADA in prizes.
Wow.
You know, some of those, yeah, right. So it's a fun thing we like to do for our community.
Would you be able to share more on or just a high level on some of the utility stuff? I know you just mentioned a couple things.
For utility, yeah. So one thing we're doing is, first of all, you collect certain things and you get rewards, right? In the future, we're going to go into a whole nother thing where we're going to mix and match all of our collections to do more rewards. But like Series 1 was, if you collected, say, 5 any Bizarre Stars, you're going to get the Freak, right? The Yannis NFT. And each of them are 101. They're all different. So each of them, one could be animated, one could be gold, one could be silver or platinum, right? And different stuff like that. Same thing with Bizarre Buds. We're doing that too. We're entering other, like we wanted to go beyond just collectors utility. So we started saying, if you collect any of our collections, you can enter a poker tournament, and that poker tournament, you can win prizes from other projects, right? We do giveaways and stuff by entering through our own project, but we eventually want to get into tokenization and also more into gaming too, and maybe use our NFTs, bring them into a whole nother level where we get into maybe like some type of card game, and I'm sure Stagwolf can elaborate more on that, but we want to keep bringing up the bar here.
That's awesome. Real quick, live auction update. Gig with the high bid at 115. If it's anything game used, you know Gig is going after it. So if guys were listening, if you guys did have any more questions, again, feel free to drop them for the Bizarre Stars guys. Next question we got. Loved what you guys dropped for the Bill Russell and Kobe Bryant. What are some things that separate you guys from other sports PFP NFT projects?
Stag, you want to talk about that?
Yeah, so I think that one big thing is that we try to stay a little bit like chain agnostic. So we've onboarded people to the Cardano blockchain from all kinds of other different blockchains. Flow on with Top Shot and Ethereum, Solana. We've brought a lot to the Cardano community. The first thing we ever minted for Bizarre Stars was it was a skull ball like PFP. It was the first promo we had for Series 1. Essentially what that was like an education and onboarding tool that we used to teach people about Cardano, how to set up a wallet, and then buy their first NFT that at the time was probably, it was definitely less than $1, 40, 50 cents maybe. So we like to bring people in and create a better community experience and help inform and educate people through that. And then another thing is that just we came from the artistic field. So instead of just having a single artist that's, typically completely anonymous or, hired outside of the project, we do everything in-house. And we have a lot of other friends that are artists, so we bring them in to, create unique pieces in their own style. And then, just all the giveaways and opportunities that we've provided, that's based on the utility of holding and collecting our sets.
So a lot of our users like to transact with fiat, and certainly the ones that are transacting on DraftKings, connect their credit cards and their banks. Could you talk to me like I'm a 10-year-old about Cardano and how I make a wallet? What's the best way to do that? Where I go? And I tested it earlier. It was really easy, but I think if you guys could explain that all, it'd be great.
Yeah, I could talk about it a little bit. Sure. I would say the easiest wallet is called Eternal. There's eternal.io, and they actually have a mobile app. So pretty much you download this wallet. And then the important thing when you're dealing with Cardano is that something to remember is that it is crypto. So with crypto like this, you want to make sure you write down, you get your secret phrase, right? Your 24 words. And that is you own your keys. And that's the main thing. And that's how Bitcoin and other things were created. You have your private keys, your passphrase, or whatever you have. You just want to hold that in a safe place. And that's the number one key. So as long as you can hold those words in the safe place and you're holding on to it, you're not depending on a bank or a third party. That's a huge difference here for what we do. It's more crypto related. But so once you have that, you can connect that app to most of the marketplaces, the website. You could receive and send and not just Cardano, but also receive NFTs. And just as simple as that, once you have that Eternal wallet, you're set. And you can connect that. You could stake it. You could. One of the coolest things about Cardano to me is that you can actually stake it to a pool, get say 4% back, so you're making passive income. But you can also send amount of Cardano at any time. You're not, when you like with E2 and whatnot, you can lock it in, but you can't use that wallet. That's one of the differences, that you can actually lock it in, but still use that wallet and still move funds and NFTs around in that wallet. So
interesting.
Pretty much, that's what I would say is eternal.io. You download that, you can get the mobile app, or you just make sure you put that 24-word phrase in a safe place, and then pretty much once you have that set up, you can use that for anything, and that's all you need. You can connect that to, say if you're trying to cash out, you can connect that to an exchange like Coinbase or whatever you use, and that way you can send funds from that wallet to Coinbase to your US bank account or whatever bank account you use.
That's awesome. Really interesting. That's new to me, so I appreciate you breaking that down for myself.
Oh, no problem. I hope that was clear enough.
But
that was just a simple breakdown of how I would handle it. But yeah, obviously you have to be careful with crypto and anything else.
Exactly. Cardano does focus heavily on decentralization too. So there's yet to be something yet, at least that I've seen, that is as simple as connecting and paying with a credit card. So I'd say right now the interface is a little bit more clunky, because you can't just link a bank account or link a credit card to pay for things. That could change in the future, but right now it's still working really smoothly. There's also about to be they call it a hard fork, so it's going to be like a big update to the Cardano blockchain coming soon as well. So things will be running even more smoothly, quicker then as well.
Yeah, we're still early in this space. I know people say we're still early or whatnot, but yeah, Stagwolf is right. We're at that point where we're still heavily decentralized, like how crypto started. But yet, that will come. I do like what Flow did and how they started. Just like we were talking about DraftKings, it's so easy when you connect a credit card. You can take someone doesn't even know anything about crypto and they can get in it. We're still that we had a tough decision to decide where we wanted to be, and I'm happy we did choose Cardano. It's different than most, like when you compare it to like Top Shot or DraftKings or to have that freedom of being able to use a credit card. But I think it's getting there, and we were talking about that in another Twitter space recently. So it's just like keep opening a mind, and we're always here. Our Discord and our mods and our team is so helpful, and we're always open to just explaining it and sitting down with someone for 5 minutes or longer, however long it takes to get the process done so someone can understand it.
That's invaluable. I know our community is built and focused around the same way. We have some awesome community members who continue to educate and explain the process, because I know we have a confusing NFT program to a lot. So a quality community like that is definitely helpful. But real quick, I wanted to break down the giveaway that we have going on. And we can get some more questions. But so this is Greek Freak centered, a giveaway that we got going on. So the Metabilia team will be giving away a Giannis signed City Edition jersey. You can enter for that in the Bizarre Stars Discord. Austin posted the link to there in our announcements on our Discord. The Bizarre Stars team will be giving away a Giannis S1 Top Shot. that will be housed on the Metabilia Discord, and as well, one of their Bizarre Stars S1 reward, Gold the Freak. As you can see it in the picture there. I love that. That one's awesome.
Such an awesome giveaway. Someone's going to be very happy.
Yeah, exactly. So
Noah, just go slow through what users have to do to win.
Yep. So you have to enter enter through the Bizarre Stars Discord server for the Giannis jersey, and then in our server in the Metabilia Fan Cave, you can react in the giveaway channel for the 2 NFTs. So you must be a member of both Discord communities to be eligible. If the bot does its thing and you're not in both, we're going to be running it back. But so again, for the Giannis, you enter there in the Bizarre Stars Discord, and then that would be on the entry reaction in the giveaways channel. And for ours, again, you react in our Discord server as well. I think I covered that, right? I think I got everything.
Can you elaborate on the city edition?
I was going to say
jersey?
quick interjection.
Why is it blue?
So the city edition was done by Nike. And real quick, Austin wanted me to point out that we'll be starting the giveaway at 9 p.m. Eastern time tonight. So it'll be right after the show tonight. But so the city edition was last year, the Nike and the NBA, they come out with all these jerseys just so they can just keep printing more money. But they did highlight, the culture of if you will. And this particular one for the Bucks was Greek focused, and it was obviously highlighting Giannis and obviously his brother Thanasis, right? That's how you pronounce it.
Thanasis, yeah.
Yes, who are on the team. So this was highlighting Greek culture, and then they had a really cool promo. I remember when it came out of Giannis with the flag. It was really cool. But obviously, the Bucks don't wear blue often, but when they do, they're repping their guy.
Awesome. Stagwood, do you want to say something?
Oh, I noticed that you were the high bidder on the auction going on. I don't know if that's still the case.
Yes, I told you I was watching it, guys.
Well, T-Man just took it home at 122. T-Man is probably the MVP.
It already finished? Oh man.
Yep. At Discord live auctions, T-Man does not lose. So shout out T-Man, fellow individual from the OTM world.
Congrats, T-Man.
Congrats. Question for the future: if you want to win something, so how does it work? Did that have a timer, or was it based on bids, or how did that work?
So there's a timer, and then as well we have a 1-minute snipe window. So if there's any bids placed in the last 60 seconds, it'll add another minute. So
gotcha.
You can't just wait till the last second. So we do that on our Discord platform, but as well that's across all of our auctions.
Catch off guard while you're busy.
That's okay. Hey, I just wanted to support, and if I won that piece, I'd be pretty stoked. That's pretty cool memorabilia right there.
Yeah. So what do you guys, any behind the scenes or long-term things you guys can share of what's in store, what's to come?
We're in the middle of Series 2 right now. We're finishing up some Series 2 art. It's coming in. It's really awesome. We just saw, for example, we have Mobley coming in, and he's Shinobi. He's a ninja, right? And we have Tim Duncan. He's Optimus Prime. He's like Optimus Prime, but and he's following that Spurs colors. And we have Joel Embiid, but he's Troll and Bleed. So we're having fun with it. So all these characters are coming in, and the artwork's awesome. And so
I will say,
how do you guys come up with these names? I gotta know. You guys just
we had a community help too.
Yeah. So Series 1, we named them all ourselves. Series 2, I think all except for maybe a couple of them that we already had picked out and had ideas for. We basically we had a separate channel where we had people kind of pitch their own ideas with explanations and names and stuff for them.
That's
and
awesome.
we got to pick our favorite that was kind of the most applicable, we thought, to the players themselves. So that was another kind of really fun community event that we had where they got to be involved in the Series 2 process.
That's really cool.
Very cool.
I'm sure
I don't know if it's in the product roadmap, but if you guys developed a Mortal Kombat style fighting game amongst these guys,
I definitely, but I used to be a huge into fighting games, and it definitely crossed my mind that it would be super fun to do something like that. I think we'd like to get into the gaming eventually. We're trying to decide the structure of how that would work, basically the type of game, and then how we can integrate all of our previous tokens from our collections, some sort of tokenization, maybe like a play to earn or something like that. Also through like staking your NFTs to earn as well, sort of like passive income. We're still in the middle of production on Series 2, and we have Series 3 to get to as well. So we have a lot of time to actually brainstorm that, probably pitch some ideas to our community, talk to them, and see what they would actually want before we take that into full swing. So
yeah,
we
want to make sure the game is fun. Then we want to make sure the game is fun and it produces a constant euphoric type release of winning some NFTs and prizes that can be used in that game that are exclusive to that, right? So we just really thinking about it and building it out. But yeah, we have a lot of priorities first, though, when it comes to just like Stag Wolf just said, Series 2, and we have Series 3. So we committed to Series 3 series, and then we have big things coming to after that. So it's a constant, it's a constant build out, right?
Well, I think you guys have your very first customer in Joe when you do roll that out.
No, I'd love a fighting game or like an NBA Jam type game.
That was my first thing I wanted to do, was an NBA Jam. Honestly, though, the one concern we have is with NBA likeness, because it is parody. It is like any type of future lawsuit. So we are keeping that in mind too, of how we can transition. Keep that in mind. Still utilize everything, but maybe transition out where it's more original too with the future art.
Yeah, the fighting game's probably a little bit too far for them to make a claim.
Right. You can get away with something more like that, right? But
yeah.
I just know like things like Greek Freak, for example, it's trademarked by Yanni, stuff like that. Yeah. So just something to be mindful of, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. So, we definitely have to kind of pivot away from the likeness and use of any names or licensed properties to do anything like that. The art stuff you can get away with much more easily. So
maybe we can get creative on the guys that we have the IP we're allowed to use.
Hey, that would be awesome too.
Awesome, Patty. I see you just in there watching, soaking it in. Is there anything you want to add?
No, I'm just always doing things, just listening in, enjoying the conversation. I wanted to mention too that if anyone's in Vegas in October 8th and 9th, there's a CNFT convention that will be posted up at. If anyone's going to be out that way in Vegas, hit us up. We'll link up.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
So even if you're not at the convention, I mean, there's going to be like after parties and events and stuff that are going on that we'll likely be attending some of those as well. So even if you're just in the area, living or visiting, early October 8th and 9th, we'll be there. We'll be exhibiting at the convention, and then, see where it takes us afterwards. We'll have more details on that as we get closer.
2 weeks ago, so I don't know if I could do a quick turnaround. So I'll catch you guys on the next one.
Right. Once a year is probably enough.
Vegas is draining.
And I also did want to say, in regards to the Cardano Wallet setup, we actually have a dedicated channel in our Discord with a bunch of links and a whole page of text explaining to you how to set one up and how easy it really is. So make sure to check that out if you're new to Cardano and you're interested in getting a wallet. You're going to need one if you win this giveaway.
All right. It's very similar to how you set up MetaMask on ETH. It's just you got to save your 24-word passphrase. You have that set up. It's linked, but it's more decentralized. Very similar to Ethereum, just a different blockchain.
Gotcha, Paul. Awesome. So we'll take fielding any final questions from the community. But guys, we really appreciate you hopping on and explaining more about the project. Is there any closing or parting remarks that you have?
We just appreciate being here, and we're hyped about this giveaway. So thank you guys so much. We've had a good time.
And remind all of our users where they sorry to interrupt you, Sagwolf. Just remind our users where they can buy your stuff today and all that good stuff.
Everything's in our Discord, by the way. So everything's linked. We have a Bazaar Markets. All our channels are in there. Everything's set up in there right now to make it convenient. So as long as you get in our Discord, we can guide you where to go.
You can also check out JPEG Store. It's the largest Cardano marketplace. Usually does about, right now with the market down, about 500,000 in ADA sales per day. But you can type in Bazaar into the search bar and all our collections will pop up for you.
Right. Most of the Bazaar ones, except I think one, are all ours. So you'll see Bazaar Stars, Bazaar Buds, Bazaar Stars Awards.
We are not we are not Bazaar Donuts.
Yeah, there's a Bazaar Donut. Ignore the Bazaar Donuts. Other than that, they're all ours. So
You know,
There was
unless
something on
that's your
OpenSea.
thing, I guess.
There was something on OpenSea. That's not you guys?
that's Ethereum. So OpenSea. No, maybe someone made something. I don't know. But
Yeah, it looked like there was somebody pirating what you were doing.
Bazaar Stars?
Yeah, I found it on OpenSea, but I couldn't buy it.
Oh, really? Wow.
I'm gonna have to look into
People
that.
are crazy.
Yeah, it
Now
was
I-
actually listed in Polygon too.
It's the Wild West, you know. I mean,
Well, I guess
people will take.
It's how you
people will
know you're
take
making
anyone's side. Right? Yeah, we're famous now. We're on OpenSea, not officially. Don't buy it. Yeah, no. I just want to say thanks again, Patty, for introducing us all and giving us the opportunity to talk here on your broadcast and joining our Twitter space. It's been great to get to know you guys. I think I'm speaking for all of us here. Like we really appreciate and respect the work you guys are putting in to bridge the gap between memorabilia and Web3 blockchain NFTs. Like it's really cool what you guys are doing.
Thank you guys, and we're extremely impressed about the art you guys are doing and that you're forward thinking. So we're excited to do some with you guys, and hopefully we'll be able to do something again soon.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you guys.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
So next up, we have what everyone's been waiting for a little bit for the Josh Allen Buffalo Bills home opener. For those who don't remember, on the Josh Allen initial drop for the founders class on the Metabilia platform, we gave away 7 tickets for the home opener. Then we reserved another 10 for the Series 1. Unfortunately, there was delays on the integration with DraftKings, and we still haven't been able to receive the winners of that contest. So we wanted to get creative because we know people had to plan ahead. So what we did, and I just posted the link in our Discord server in the announcements, is if you reply to our tweet or post in our Discord in the NFT Talk channel with a screenshot of your Josh Allen member NFT, we will enter that into our wheel that we'll select, and we'll make sure to enter everyone in there to win one of the tickets. We encourage, as we are technically not supposed to promote it on the DraftKings side, so we would appreciate you guys retweeting and sharing amongst the Series 1 holders. We'll continue to do some more outreach and spread the word, but we wanted to get that going so that we can invite a grand total of 17 Series 1 and Founders Class holders to that home opener, do something really cool. As well, for those who don't win a ticket but still are going to be in Buffalo or want to head up to Buffalo for that home opener, we're going to be doing a tailgate in Buffalo, and I'm sure it'll be the full Buffalo experience. For those who joined us last time, we got the wings, we got the subs, we got everything. Joe knows where to go, and as well, we'll have some more details for that weekend, for that event coming soon. Joe, anything you want to add? Do you want to?
No. It's going to be a fun game. It's a Monday night game in Buffalo. I remember as a kid that the unwritten rule was that you could go to school late the next day. So, I even as a 5th grader, I was up watching Monday night football games, and I do remember the games that I did go with my dad. So it's a big event in Buffalo. It's surely not to be missed. It's looking forward to having fun with 17 of our users.
And hopefully more that come to the tailgate. Awesome. So why don't we get into the details for tomorrow? So we are going to be releasing the Joe Musgrove member NFTs tomorrow. We had a little bit of a pump fake 2 weeks ago. There was a lot going on with the Rainmaker, so we wanted to make sure we could put all our eggs structured for this drop and put our focus on there, as well as DraftKings promotion of it. So we're really excited to drop that tomorrow. Austin, did you have a video that you wanted to share?
Walk through a little bit about Joe Musgrove. You're a baseball fan.
Sorry, I think you were cutting out. There's no audio while the video's going on.
Oh, walk through who Joe Musgrove is and what he's
Yeah. So real quick, I do want to add that there are 2 new features to this member NFT that you might have seen as well. This is our very first Founders Class NFT on the DraftKings platform. So for those who pitched the idea and then vouched for it continually, we are excited to put the Founders Class icon on that NFT. So that's the first Founders Class on DraftKings. And then as well, you might have seen on the last page, little behind the scenes secret info. We are officially partnered with the MLB Players Association, right? So they have their icon on that NFT. So we're excited about that. We'll be doing an announcement pretty soon, but you might have seen that little nugget. This will be the first member NFT that features their logo. Awesome. So Joe Musgrove. So Musgrove's been he was where do I begin? He was a World Series winner for the Houston Astros. He was part of that Pittsburgh Pirates rotation with Garrett Cole and Jameson Taillon that the Pirates somehow were not able to win any games. And then as well, he obviously went to was dealt to San Diego, and he actually grew up in the San Diego area. And conveniently, he was the first ever San Diego Padre to pitch a no-hitter. So the kid from San Diego pitching the first no-hitter. Hint, hint. Maybe an event NFT. Really cool story, and he's had an absolutely insane first half of the season, and obviously now we're in a little bit in the second half. Front runner for, I'd say, the NL Cy Young right now. He's been completely dominant, and he just signed a new $100 million deal. So I know he's feeling good. Padres is obviously a little bit of downtime with Tatis, but he's a bright star amongst that team out in San Diego. Super pumped about his project. And so why don't we get into the details?
No, trivia question for you. Put you on the spot. When the Pirates traded, when the Astros traded Musgrove to the Pirates, who was the key player that they got in return?
Musgrove to the Pirates.
I'll give you a hint. He's on your favorite baseball team today.
Who?
None other than Garrett Cole.
Really? I didn't know that. Well, that turned out well for the Yankees. You put me on the spot there. I should have known that. So the details for tomorrow at 2 p.m. we will be releasing at 2 p.m. Eastern time. We will be releasing the black member NFTs. There is a total mint count of 7, and those will be $600. At 3 o'clock, we'll be releasing the platinums. Those will be $100 with a mint.
You're 1 hour. You're 1 hour off.
What? Those 2, 3, 4.
Austin saying that it's 3, 4, 5.
Well, I stand corrected. 3 p.m. 4 p.m. at the platinum, $100 mint count of 22, and then at 5 we have the greens at $50, and there is a total mint of 44. So we're keeping this one very, very small. We want to keep it super rare after the Shane Bieber drop. I think there's a little more fun in keeping them very exclusive. So we'll start. If there are any questions or any details, feel free to drop them. Austin's been flooding our chat with a couple of the questions, so why don't we start getting into it? Love the mint prices. Love the mint and the prices. Is DraftKings any closer to dropping Metabilia passes and 1-for-1 passes?
The answer is no. Product roadmap right now for them is been slower than we expected. So there are 3 big outstanding projects. They have asked us to prioritize them. The 3 projects are SSO, so single sign-on, so we know what other people own. That'll open up a gateway to a number of functionality that we can add to both the member NFTs and the event NFTs, so that's why we prioritize that. Secondly is the Metabilia passes and 1-for-1s. I think for now, what we're going to continue to do is gate purchases on our site for member holders. So you effectively have those passes. It's just not detachable and tradable. And then finally, the third out of the 3 is moving over the founders passes that are existing on Metabilia today to DK. So we're frustrated. Certainly with SSO being now later than expected. I would have thought that was already in place by mid-August, but that's obviously not the case. And then the other 2 are right behind in the quote-unquote DraftKings queue. We're frustrated. If you, I can assure you that we talk about this with them, every other day when we speak to them.
I can attest to that. Real quick, Joe touched on it. We did roll out a new set of Metabilia pass deals, and I believe the 1-for-1 pass deals went up today. I will double check. We got tied up getting ready for the Bizarre Stars spaces, so I didn't get to announce. Those will be running for 3 weeks plus with staggered endings. I'll drop the info for those tomorrow. But if you want to check it out, we do have gated Metabilia pass items for a discount, and we will have the gated 1-for-1 items for a discount as well. So make sure to check those out. What athlete is after Joe Musgrove, and when should we expect them?
Early September, it's looking like Aaron Donald will be next. And I've already seen the artwork for the first event NFT of him as a superhero around his Super Bowl win. So it's pretty cool.
And then obviously as well our college football athletes. So if we've been mentioning it, we will be releasing those 3 college football athletes on our platform, on the Metabilia platform, in the next coming weeks. Joe, is there a queue for this drop?
That is a good question. I don't know the answer to. I don't know the answer to it. We did not have one last time, so I would assume that it's defaulting towards not having one this time around as well. We'll update you in Discord if I hear otherwise. I've just pinged them when I saw that question post because I don't know the answer, but I would assume that there is no queue.
Thank you. A question: is Metabilia hosting any events during the Monday Night Football game? Yeah, so we're gonna be doing a tailgate at the game, and for the giveaway, I saw another question in the server. We will be doing the giveaway. All you have to do is drop a screenshot of your Series 1 member NFT and NFT talk to enter. We will be having the tailgate, and then we will have a total of 17 tickets that will be given away. We've already done 7 of them to Founders Class holders, but that will be doing an event at the game, and then we're organizing some other details around that weekend. With the MLB PA on board, is this expected to change the volume of players released, or is this more a certification to help the marketing of a product?
Both. So the idea behind the PA is to get their I think it's a rite of passage for any growing sports company once you start releasing a number of their athletes. So a good partnership for us. You'll see them help us on marketing. You'll see us certainly amplifying what we're doing. We sit side by side the Candy product today and So Rare as far as their 3 NFT projects. And the idea is to blow this out to a number of athletes as well. So that's all in store.
Awesome.
And for what it's worth, I think they like what the PA liked about our product was, one, the ongoing nature of the event NFTs, and also the linkage to physical memorabilia items. So that's something that's been bought in.
Yep. And it'll open up the doors for a lot of other cool things. I can't get into yet, but a lot of cool possibilities out there. Awesome. So I know that this one's been a little bit longer than usual. Obviously, we had our guests. Joe, it doesn't look like we have any further questions or any parting remarks.
Yeah. So Musgrove tomorrow, starting at 3:00. No blitz because it's drop day tomorrow. Blitz will resume next Thursday. Is there a preview of what the theme's going to be for next Thursday's blitz?
I don't think the video's done yet, so we'll share that next week.
Okay. But thanks everybody for all the questions, and have a good drop day tomorrow, and let's have some fun.
Awesome. And we'll be doing our EXP as usual. Austin will not be with us tomorrow because he will be on a well-deserved vacation. But we will make sure that we're giving out the EXP in a timely manner. We'll drop information for that again in the server tomorrow. We'll drop the Metabilia Pass 1-for-1 pass items and discounts in the server again tomorrow. And we'll have a fun day. So appreciate you guys, and we'll see you in the fan cave.
Yep, and just remember to please drop your screenshot in Josh Allen.
Yep.
For those tickets, and whatever amplification you can provide us, help with the drafting server would be appreciated. But we want it to be a fun, inclusionary event for our users. So thank you.